All right, all right. We back with another edition of the Leo G Show. I am Leo G, and podcasting is what I like to do, man. We're gonna get down tonight. We got a fun show. I got guests in the building, man. We're gonna talk about a lot of stuff, man. We're gonna get this down. We are officially up live right now, streaming on YouTube and Facebook, man. So we're gonna definitely have fun tonight with this show. So before I get this thing started, man, I gotta kick it over to the people that hold me down all the time on every episode. It's been a minute, but we're back. So got to kick it over to my man Banks, man, who's representing, man, holding it down for me. What's going on with your Banks?
What's going on, Leo G? How you feeling, brother?
Man, I don't know. I'm feeling some type of way, man. It's been a minute, but I don't know, allergies, man, and just straight up, this COVID still around. Even though we done got all, as somebody said, we've been out here raw dog in the air having fun or whatever, but this COVID still been acting a fool. But I haven't tested positive for COVID yet. But these allergies, this Georgia pollen has been whooping me, man. I guess, or cold, whatever been going around, man. But I'm here, man. I'm here. I know you do. You feeling the same way down there, huh, brother?
I am, man. If I start sneezing on air and sniffling, excuse me, because I've been fighting this all day long. I've been sneezing like no other business. I'm exhausted from sneezing so much.
It's all good, brother. It's all good. Just mute your mic. Just mute your mic if you get into it, man. We got my boy Derrico in the house, man. What's going on with you, Derrico? I see you here holding it down with me too, man.
What's going on, Leo G? What's happening, my brother? It's been a couple of weeks, but we back.
It has been a couple of weeks, man. We back, man. Doing it here, man. We got to get into it, man. Talk about a few things that have transpired since we've been off, and we're gonna give it to it raw like we usually do, man. So before we get started, got a couple other things we want to talk about. We got a guest. Hopefully he'll come back up here in a minute, man. I'll let everybody know who we got. Maybe having a little technical difficulties. We're gonna get him back in here in just a minute. So while we're working on the technical difficulties on our guest, what's up? What's up, Derrico? Okay, I got it. Banks. All right, Banks, you got me right?
Yeah, he's right there. I'm looking right at him.
Okay, so I apparently it's on my end there. So, but I do have Reggie. Can you hear me, brother?
Loud and clear, man. Loud and clear.
Okay, cool. So my man Reggie McKee is in the building with us, man. That's what's up, man. So we got a guest tonight, man. Want to go ahead and introduce him, man. I guess we're having a couple of little issues going on, but we're gonna work through it. That's how we do it on the Leo G Show, man. No stranger to the show, man. My man Reggie McKee, man. What's going on with you, brother?
Man, everything and nothing. So Rona, came over to me and said, "What's up?" and slapped me upside the head. So thankfully, I'm on the other side of that now. So I'm here, live and kicking. So what's up?
Man, that's what's up, man. Good to have you, man. It's been a minute, man. Like I said, you're no stranger to the show, man. And we definitely like to bring you in, man, talk about sports, and definitely like to bring you in when we talk about, this thing we call soccer or international football, as my boy Derrico like to call it, man. So look, before we get into it, man, before we start talking about it, we do a thing now, man. It's a ritual on the Leo G Show, man, when we do a fit check, drink check, man. I'm gonna kick it over to my man Derrico first. Let him tell everybody what, for those of we do still do the audio podcast, man. So for those that are going to check us out on the audio podcast, got to let Derrico drop what he got on tonight.
So if I'm representing the World Series Atlanta Braves.
Okay.
The World Series fitted in the World Series jersey.
I see.
So I'm all Braves tonight.
I see you. All Braves out tonight, man. I'm gonna kick it down to my boy Banks, man. Let everybody know what you got going on and what you rocking tonight, man.
So I'm probably one of my better favorite Atlanta United kits. Rocking this gorgeous with my name on my back, Mr. Banks. I wish I'd turn around and let you see it, but it's me. It's my favorite. It's one of my favorites, by the way. Something real light. Ain't nothing big though, Leo, but it is.
Always rocking, man. That third kit, man. Not as Reggie will tell you, man. Not every MLS team get the rock a third kit, man. Not every MLS team get to rock a third kit, man. But you know, we see you over there shining in that third kit, man. That Unity kit, as they called it, man. So that's what's up. Derek Cole, I want to bring it back over to you, man. Is anything you sipping on tonight? You want to drop or what?
Hey, you know how I roll, but I want to give a shout out to our house DJ, our Foodie Mob DJ. A-Ro is in the house. She said apparently Reggie must have been a ghost since, you know, he disappeared on you. So she just said, hey, next time get your screen right, because we saw it.
Yeah, definitely. I definitely got to get my screen right next time, man. But that's what's up, man. Shout out to A-Ro, man. My DJ. Shout out to A-Ro. Yeah, man. Reggie, you know, Reggie slide in and out, man. I gotta learn the ways of the Jedi master over there, man. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, he do his thing, man. He come in and out. So what was it again? What you got over there, Derek Cole, man? I know you got something tonight for the people.
So, you know, I went to Alabama to a volleyball tournament about 3 or 4 weeks ago. So I had to pick up this IPA over there. You know, I always got to have my cool. So this is Trim Tab Brewing 0533 Alabama IPA. So, Nick, I'm cheating on you tonight, so I apologize in advance. So I had to go to Alabama and pick up some of that. And, of course, you know, had to pick up the Weller tonight, so I'm feeling pretty sporty. You know, I got to match with my intensity, so I had to pick up the Weller tonight. Special reserve.
I see you. Reggie, before I get to you, man, I got to kick it over to my man Banks. Banks, anything you got going on tonight on the drink tip, man, since you showed the fit? Take yourself off mute. That will help.
About that, guys. Doing something simple today. I'm a simple Simon guy with the Tito's, baby. Straight up, no chase.
Okay, that's what's up. Tito's straight up, no chase. I see you, Banks. All right, that's what's up, man. Okay, so Reggie, man, we're gonna do a fit check with you, man. I see you got on. You already ready for war, man. I see you. You are ready for war, man. Tell everybody what you got on, dog, because you repping.
Hey, man, you know you got to represent that ATL, man. And so I got that with the star on the top for that championship, that black home kit, the one of my favorites that I love. But yeah, man, I always got to represent that Atlanta United. Get that conversation started in the barbershop.
You got to let them know. You got to let them know with that black home kit, man, representing hard, man. So look, I was real lazy tonight, fellas. I got lazy, man, you know, not really feeling too hot, but, you know, I was able to pick up a couple of little different things that I want to represent on the show here tonight, man. First off, I'm not really sipping on nothing, Derek Cole, not tonight, but I did want to feature something, so I'm not cheating on Nick tonight. I'm not. I want to shout out my man Nick over there at Wild Heaven Beer, man. I, you know, got some this is a new one, the West Coast triple IPA, I guess he got rocking, man. It's a full 10%. It's called Penny. You can see right there, Penny Squared, I guess that's what it is, man. Somebody can, I don't know, man. Maybe somebody watching, they can tell me the correct way to do this, man. But it's a West Coast triple IPA. Shout out to everybody over there at Wild Heaven, man. My man Nick Purdy, who's a member of Footy Mob, as y'all can see it in the back, man. You know, he always comes through, man. So we got to definitely represent for him. And then, Derek Cole, man, I think I sent you this earlier, man. It's a little something here new that we're going to definitely try, man. The Wiseman. It's Kentucky Straight. It's by Kentucky Owl. So we'll try that later. Not tonight though, man, because I ain't on it tonight like that, man. But that's a little something that I got in collection, man. We're gonna be doing it here in just a minute. And on the swag tip, man, I gotta give a shout out, Reggie. I gotta give a shout out to what Derek Cole was it? Boo, man, whatever. We'll get back into it. We'll get back into it on the next go round, man. On the next tip, man. So listen, tonight on the swag tip, man, I got to give a shout out to our girl Vera, man. Our girl Vera Ziegler, man, who's you know, always repping, man. I got a shirt on here. Y'all can check it out. Y'all see it. I'm representing the national champs here, Georgia Bulldogs. This is one of her designs. As you can see, the national championship trophy with that Georgia dog collar on. Shout out to them Georgia Bulldogs, national champions. And shout out my girl Vera, you know what I'm saying, for putting that together, man. Got it from her. Y'all need to check her out, man. She's doing big things over there. So that's what I got, and I'm repping tonight. Another thing is, too, I picked up, man, I've been looking for this swag, man. Since Derek Cole got the Braves gear on, I had to go find something that was pretty neat, too. I saw this drop the other day, and I was like, man, I got to go get this. And I was talking to Banks earlier. I was riding around the city looking for this swag, man. But y'all can see, I'm going to show y'all something. This is an Atlanta Braves hat, but it's a special Atlanta Braves hat. As y'all can see, It's got like the little pin here, man. It says Big League Chew on it, man. Shout out to New Era. And, you know, they always dropping some gems, man. This is the Atlanta Braves New Era Big League Chew hat, as you can see on the side right there. If y'all know what that Big League Chew bubble gum, I don't even know if they still sell it, but they dropped the swag on it, man. Your boy had to pick that up, man. I was like, this is nice, man. This is real, real nice in the colorway, and the original colorway, of course, navy blue, white, and red. So it's a little swag that I picked up, man. I'm gonna definitely have to rock it, man. So that's what's up on the fit check and the drink check for tonight. So, all right, fellas, look here, man. We're gonna get into the show. We got a lot to talk about. Atlanta United to talk about. We're gonna talk a little Braves. We're gonna talk a little Hawks. But before we get into that, man, this weekend was crazy. I got a couple of things I want to drop. I didn't send this to you guys on the outline, and I don't know if you guys checked it out, man. But two things I want to talk about first before we get into the outline. The USFL reboot of a league that, you know, happened many, many moons ago. I don't even really know if you can call this a reboot or what, but the USFL is back. Over there, they had the inaugural game, I think, on Saturday evening. Weird. That's the only word I can describe it. Weird stuff went on. First and foremost, all the teams are playing out of Birmingham. They're supposed to be representing all these different cities, but they're playing all the games out of Birmingham, I think, and that's kind of weird. Derek, I'm gonna kick it over to you, man. Did you get a chance to check that USFL out this weekend? And if you did, man, I mean, they got a couple of things going on that were pretty interesting, man. But did you get a chance to check anything out?
Yeah, I looked at it a little bit. You know, when I was in between the NBA games, I mean, I think the Friday night, Saturday game were okay. The Sunday game was a little, you know, too much for me because at that point I was really engulfed in the NBA. But I mean, it's football. What can you say? At least they go out there and hit somebody and really hit somebody, not like the NFL for, you know, the little flag football rules they got. So at least they out there putting their hat to somebody's chest. So I like that.
Banks, did you get a chance to check out any of that USFL, man? And your thoughts?
Absolutely not, Leo. I didn't even know that was even going on, sir. That was new. Second ago.
Wow. Okay. Well, when you get a chance, check out the USFL. Reggie, I don't know if you knew all that was going on this weekend, man, the USFL, but did you hear anything about it, man? Any thoughts on that going on?
I heard about it. I just didn't get a chance to check it out, man. I had a soccer game on my phone, a game on the TV, and then I was trying to see if I could get something to stream downstairs. So I was I was caught up in the other football that day, man. So I didn't catch
I
it.
got you.
I
I
remember though
got
from when
you.
I was a kid though, man. That's what kills me. I'm like, the USFL, I haven't heard that since I was a kid.
Yeah, man. Herschel Walker, I think, started over there in that USFL, man, if I'm not mistaken, many, many moons ago, man. So they done relaunched that,
Mhm.
man. They had some crazy stuff going on, man. Y'all can get on Twitter, man, get on social media, and y'all can see all the craziness that happened. One more thing I want to talk about, man, I guess in the Lions Den segment, Banks, is I'm gonna dub this here, man, is also another football league cranked up this weekend right here in Atlanta. It was called Fan Control Football League over there at Pullman Yards, man. That cranked up this weekend as well. So the big thing about that is here, Reggie, check this out, man. Terrell Owens, does that name sound familiar?
Yeah. Yeah.
Terrell Owens is playing in the Fan Control Football League. And like I said, they're playing here in Atlanta. And guess what? Terrell Owens, 48 years old, put
Didn't
the
he
pads
score
back
something?
on, laced them up, and scored a touchdown in the Fan Control Football League. How about that, man? Man, the man, 48 years old, still out there, man, rocking it, man. What you say about that, bro?
Hey man, look, Ocho Cinco out there trying to put it on people too, man. These guys, people forget they still working out. Like they in the gym
Oh,
like
yeah.
every day, and they tell you all the time, I can still get you. And so I guess he has something to prove.
They firing it up. They still firing it up, man. Banks, did you know that? I think I sent you a snippet of that, man. Fan Control Football, man. Terrell Owens catching a touchdown pass in the inaugural game of Fan Control Football over here in Atlanta, Pullman Yards.
Yeah, I heard about it and I'm scratching my head. I'm like, Terrell Owens, like, really, dude? Like, Okay, I mean, if this is what the storyline is about a 48-year-old receiver.
Hey
Hang
man,
it up,
he
dude.
say he gonna not get it. Hey, like
How
Reggie
many
said, man.
days are you from Social Security, sir? You're not too far away. So yeah, just go ahead and hang it up.
Hey man,
No
he said
one
he can still
cares
get
about
out
you
there and get
pitching
it. He
football.
said
So
y'all can still. He said y'all can still come out there and get it. He said he can still do it, man. And they brought him in, man. So
I'm
that should
holding
be
up.
fun, man. Hopefully, man, I can get over there and check out some games over there. Pull me yards. Derrico, your thoughts on that, man? Because I know you went. Did you go to high school with Terrell Owens or something? Y'all was in school at the same. I'm sorry. Go
No,
ahead, man.
he's younger than me.
Oh, he's
Yeah,
Wow.
he's younger than me. So he's a rookie. So But anyway, if my old butt can get out there and still perform at any type of level compared to what T.O. is doing, I would most certainly do it. But the way my body is set up, nah, that's not happening, bro. I feel like if I go out there and try to run a 10-yard sprint, y'all can just come get me and put a bag on me and start squeezing it real quick.
We got one 10-yard sprint left in. He said he
Yeah,
got one
yeah.
10-yard sprint left in
Hey
him.
Hey,
man,
Man.
look,
I
Adrian
stay in my
Broner
lane.
said it though.
You
Adrian
know what I'm
Broner said
saying?
it best, man. Adrian Broner said Dominican, American, anybody can get it.
Get it. Man,
Yes.
look here, man. Look. Father Time is still undefeated, man. So shout out to Terrell Owens for delaying Father Time or holding Father Time up. I don't know what I don't know, but he's still out there getting it, man. So shouts out to him, man, this weekend, man. So
Hey,
look,
one thing.
what up? What up?
So Rashawn said age ain't nothing but a number. J.R. Brown said they definitely still selling their gum. What's up to my girl Woo Woo down there in the ATA and my homegirl from the row? What's happening?
That's what's up. That's what's up, man. Thanks everybody for the support, man, and checking us out live here on the Leo G Show, man. So listen, we're gonna get into the meat of the show, fellas. We're gonna get into it, man, and we're gonna go right into it and talk a little Atlanta United, man. We're gonna talk Atlanta United because it's been a while, man. Y'all see, I'm rocking my Atlanta United hat on, man. So this past weekend, Atlanta United, they played against Cincinnati FC. We'll get into that in just a minute. Also, we took a road trip, fellas, and we're gonna talk about that. We took a road trip up to that game to play that team up there up the road. But before we get into that, man, I want to, on a serious note, man, this is kind of, RIP to my man Archie Eversole, man. He meant a lot to Atlanta United FC. We Ready was the unofficial anthem of Atlanta United, man, and he tragically passed away not too long ago, man. So I definitely wanted to shout out my man Archie Eversole, man. He was at a lot of the Atlanta United games, man. I think he interacted with all of us. If you were there, man, like and you were tailgating or you were at the game, cool brother. Like I said, I knew him before the Atlanta United days, man, and just a cool dude, man. And we lost him, man, way too soon, man. Reggie, I want to kick it over to you, man, because I know you had, a personal relationship with that man, and like I said, how his song was unofficially, man, the anthem of Atlanta United, the players, everybody that's around that team, man, what he meant to the organization, man, especially you as a Campo, man, like how hype that was, man, before we kicked them games off, man, to play that song, brother.
Yeah, man, he was like a little brother to me, man. It was crazy because I remember, so at the beginning of Footy Mob, they sent out a little email. Well, not an email. It was just a little advertisement on the page, and they said, "Look, we want some chance. Everybody send in your videos. We'll take if we like it, we'll use it." And so I had my mother come downstairs, and I had my wife come downstairs. They're like, "What are we doing?" And I put on the instrumental to "We Ready." I pulled it up on the TV and turned it up. And I said, I want you to record us doing this. And they were like, I don't want to be on no video. I don't want to be on no video. I said, you ain't got to be on the video. I just need your background. Just say it with me. So we did the video, man, and I sent it in. And Curtis and them liked it, man. Steph thought it was dope. I was like, okay, well, all right. So then we show up. They had a banner painting party that February. This before the game, a month before the game. So we went over there, man. I met Aro for the first time, man. I met a lot of people for the first time at the banner painting party. And after we did that, we went over there. We were with Little Five Points, and we wanted to walk over there and film it again. So we did that then, and then now March comes and now April, and so now the other SGs are starting to do it. Like before we march over to Bobby Dodd, then we all start doing We Ready before we make that march under the tunnel and everything. And it just kept going and going and going and going and going. But finally, we're one day we're in the bins, and we started doing it before every game. And I'm on the stand leading the chants and everything, and it's beginning of the game, and we doing We Ready, and somebody tapped me on the shoulder and said, Archie want to know if he can get up there. I said, who? He said, Archie. I said, hell yeah, where he at? So man, they ran Archie around. I said, dude, what's up, man? So he dapped me up. Everybody started going crazy. Everybody was like, oh, we ready, and everybody just started going nuts over that song. So man, if you just keep following and following, next thing we know, Atlanta United is like they want to make it like before the beginning of the song. And Archie inboxes me one day, said, "Hey man, what's up?" And I'm like, I looked at my phone like, who trolling me? What is this? What? And he was just reaching out, man. And what people don't know is just he was not one of those rappers, man, who was all up on. He wasn't smelling himself. He wasn't full of himself. He was always down to earth, and he would always disarm you with that because you have a different expectation. Usually, when you meet celebrities, you think they got this air, and so you kind of prepare for whatever they're gonna give you. He never had that air, man. And I think last message I got from him, I think, was about maybe 6 months ago. It wasn't recently, about 6 months ago, and he was just like, "Man, hey, how you doing? How's everybody doing?" I'm like, "Man, everybody's fine." And we just did a little catch up, man. But it was not unusual to just if I just wanted to check on him, "Hey, how you doing?" "Hey, I'm good, I'm good." And we would just kind of go back and forth. Um, Last thing though is I think we had the All-Star game here that time in 2018. So they had changed all the seating around, so not everybody was in their normal seats, and me and my brother were in the nosebleeds this time in the 300s. So it's halftime. I go downstairs, go to the bathroom, whatever, and somebody taps me on the shoulder. "Hey, man." I turn around and said, "Oh, what's up, Arch?" He said, "Hey, man, what's up, dude? What you doing?" I said, "Man, just go in the bathroom, give me a little something before I go back up to my seats." He said, "Man, come to the suite." I said, "Huh?" He said, "Man, come to the suite." I said, "My brother up in there." He said, "Look, man, get you some food for him and you, but you got to come hang out in the suite, man. You got to see this, man. They got it laid." So I go up in the suite. I'm trying to be cool, but I'm over here like, they had it laid. They had one of them Arthur Blank kind of suites. They had him set up nice. You hear me? He had his family there. He had his people there. And we just hung out, man. We were just shooting the junk. He introduced me to everybody. "Hey, man, it's my boy Reg." And I was like, "Man, this cool, man. But I gotta go." My brother's still. He said, "Hey, man, take this plate." So he get to go plate like the cookout. You know what I mean? So
Yes,
it's a straight.
sir.
So he stacks it. He said, here, man. Look. Here's some forks, man. Take that to him." I said, I don't. I want to eat this. I got to eat my food. And I'm like, so I took that out and I was walking out, and the lady said, "You're gonna bring that plate back." I said, "Yes, ma'am." So I took it back to my brother, man. He's like, "Where'd you get that?" Everybody's looking at me like, "Where'd he get that? Where'd he get that?" I said, "I got to the suite." And Archie, he said, "Oh." So man, shout out to
Oh
Archie, man.
man.
Like I said, he was always just down to earth. He got it,
Yeah,
and he
man.
never met a stranger. When I heard the news, man, it literally crushed me because I just could not believe. I'm like, but Archie though,
Yeah, man.
really?
Yeah, man, absolutely, dude. Like I said, man, he was very instrumental, not only just with Atlanta United, man, but just in the game here in Atlanta. You know what I'm saying? As far as like rap and what he brought, man. Like when he first came up with that song, man, and at the time, man, a lot of people were coming out with different things, man. He brought something very, very unique to the table when you talk about Atlanta hip hop. Really quickly, I'm gonna go over to my man Banks, man. How did I know you got the news about Archie, man, but how do you feel about Archie and his legacy, man, with Atlanta United and just on Atlanta hip hop in general, brother?
But I was just about to say that wasn't just Atlanta United, that You know, that song resonated for me way before Atlanta United. I was remembering coming up, early, during the Michael Vick era with the Falcons, man, and that song hit different, and especially when you had a big time game that's coming up, and you had opposing fans that was there, and you felt like that was our rallying cry. You know what I'm saying? It's like, this is what we say down south. We ready for y'all. You know what I'm saying? This ain't, we ain't backing down to nobody. And it was just a simple words in a song that it kind of resonated for every native in the South, because we always feel like you talk bad about us, you know what I'm saying? But guess what? We
No
coming
respect. We
back
won't get
at
no
y'all.
respect. Yeah.
We are coming back at y'all, and we're not backing down to nobody, not a soul. And this is what we do down here. And that's what I take that song for. And you know what I'm saying? It touched me, like I said, long before Atlanta United. And even when Atlanta United picked it up, it just hit home all over again. So it was a shock to hear, and
Yeah, man.
still can't believe it.
I know, man. I'm gonna pass it over here, Derrick, man. Before we move on here, man, talking about Archie Eversole, man, and what he actually meant to Atlanta United and the city, brother.
As a person that plays music and claims to be a DJ sometimes, I mean, at our tailgates in football, it was always something that we would play before we go into the games to get ready. I mean, really get ready for the mood of the game. And it was a shock. You always just sit back and you get things on your ticker, and you be like, when you send it to me, I'm like, hey man, I don't went through all the internet and didn't see nothing. So are you sure? You know what I'm saying? Because you just some things you just don't want to accept that just happened. So it was like big for him to be like that song was a stadium anthem. Um, Not just in the South, but that was a stadium anthem across the world, not just the United States, not just the South, but across the world. You know what I'm saying? And it's just sad that we lose that brother so soon. And you know what I'm saying? He meant a lot to not only the city, and he was definitely a fan. You know what I'm saying? He
Absolutely.
wasn't a show up whenever they asked him to come.
Now he
You
was
know what I'm
genuine,
saying?
dog. He was there. He
He
rep. He
was a
rep
fan,
hard. He
and
rep
and
hard.
and, and that's one of the things I appreciate about. So I want to give a shout out after this because I got to say this because this is my lady. Shout out to my mom watching. What's up?
That's what's up. That's
Appreciate
what's
you,
up,
mama.
man. Shout out to moms, man. Watching, man. Thank you for the support, man. He on the Leo D show, man. We try to keep Derrick together. We try to keep Stacy together on this show. And he doing it with
My
us.
mom, I can guarantee you, my mama is smiling and shaking her head.
That's what's up, man. So yeah, man. Like I said, once again, shout out to my man Archie Eversole, man. He gonna forever live on, man, with Atlanta United and in Atlanta, man. We gonna always rep for that, man. And that's what's up, man. So, Reggie, I hate to kind of put you on another spot here, but we're gonna move a little quickly. I definitely want to talk about somebody else that we also lost. A very important part of the Atlanta United community. If you guys know, of course, we've all set in the supporter section. Reggie, I hate to do it to you, man, but I just wanted to give a shout out to Zach Wolf, another guy here in Atlanta United with the SS. He was a drummer. He tragically passed away, if I'm not mistaken, in a car accident, man. And
Hmm.
we also paid homage to him on his last home game as well, man. Reggie, if you just want to talk briefly about what Zach meant to the SS being a drummer over there, man, before we start talking about some soccer, man.
Dude, you know, it, in the supporter section, man, and specifically with the drums, they are literally the heartbeat, you know. And so if something ain't right with the drums, it throws everything off. But when everything is kicking, like when it's right, they are the ones who keep us straight. They're the ones who keep us in time. Sometimes because the sound is bad in the stadium, sometimes there's an echo, but they will, they keep us in time. But there were some people, man, who kind of just stood out. That's just their personality. Zach was one of those people, man. You knew Zach when you saw him because he was always on 10. You know, Zach. Zach, I said this on my post on Facebook, but this was Zach. So at one point this season, I don't know when it was, but they started putting a little stank on the beats. You know what I mean? They started putting some flavor on the beats. It wasn't the same old beats in the supporter section. So at one point I'm leading chants or whatever, and I'm standing up there, and then there's a little break, and they start hitting that little. I looked up, and he peeked around the the drum and was like, "What's up?" So I pointed at him like, "Dude, what y'all doing?" So we started, we always have practices and stuff. And so when we were in practice, I would always go around, dap up all the musicians, and I always dapped up him. I said, "Man, you gonna put some stank on it today?" He said, "Red, I got that stank on this." And but that's just how he was. And I mean, from the parade to every march, man, he was always that one. He kept everybody else up. If
That's what's
you
up,
if
man.
dog died, you stepped your toe, you left your drink it back at the tailgate. He was the one who was gonna keep you up, man. So it was it's tough, man, because I saw him every week, every week.
Yeah, yeah. Hey man, shout out to Zach, man. Like I said, that SS, man, it's something beautiful when it comes together, man. And I mean, people don't understand. It takes a lot to get that together, man. Reggie, being a campo, man, we appreciate everything that you do, man. With that together, man. And like the drummers, like you said, heartbeat of that section over there, man. So definitely a loss, man. Shout out to him, man. And we still gonna rep, we still gonna get loud, rowdy, and proud over there in the SS for my man Zach and Archie. So look, man, we're gonna talk some soccer, man. Fellas, we went somewhere 2 weeks ago. It's been 2 weeks ago now. We'll talk about the most recent game, but we went somewhere 2 weeks ago. I want to talk about him, man. Look, Banks he done already curled up his face. He already know. So listen, so we talked about this on the previous episodes, man. So if you didn't know, Charlotte got a little soccer team up the road, man. Charlotte FC, they got a little soccer team. We were very excited about. Yeah, a little soccer team. We were very excited about them coming into the league, man, and being a rival. Like, okay, hey, we had Nashville, had a lot of fun up in Nashville. They were close. Charlotte's closer, you know what I'm saying? There's, our little brother, our stepbrother, you know what I'm saying? Atlanta Light, Charlotte, they come in the league with a soccer team. So we thought it would be fun, man, and it would be like a healthy rivalry, and this would be something that we could do. We'll talk about the game here briefly, but the experience was kind of weird, man. I don't know. Like, I don't even want to give a lot of credence to what happened up there, fellas. I know we were definitely not going to miss that. I drove up, Derrico, and Reggie came up. Banks was riding with me. Banks, look at Banks. Banks like whatever. But we go up there, man. We hit the game up, man. The experience, I don't want to go too far off into the experience of it, man. But it wasn't what I was thinking. But we were gonna go up there, and we said we were gonna be there. We said we were gonna rep for the A, and we did. We definitely did. We showed up and we showed out. Didn't get the result we wanted. Obviously, they scored on some BS, but just overall, man, really quickly, I'm gonna pass it over to Derrico, man. We went up there, we showed out. I don't want to get too far off into the weeds with this, Derrico, man, but we did what we said we were gonna do. We went up there, right? We went up there and we did what we we showed out.
I want to address something right quick before we go into it. Since you're not indulging today and you don't say it really, really quickly twice, I don't like that. I just want you to know that. But since you being a Charlotte FC fan today, this is how we're gonna treat you.
Oh Lord. Okay.
Okay. Now back to your question. I mean, like you said, they're our little brothers. They're gonna always be our little brothers no matter what. It's a city that want to be like Atlanta. You can never, and I mean ever, and you can never, ever So don't try it. You know what I'm saying? Y'all can act like y'all want to be Atlanta, but you'll never be Atlanta. ever.
No,
You can have this fake rivalry going on right now. I mean, we'll take debate a little bit, but you know what I'm saying. But until you get to the point where you got them cups, them trophies, and them stars, don't say nothing. And I don't usually do that, but you know, some cities make you ring check, star check, trophy check, all that check. So Charlotte is that city that try to do that. And yes, Atlanta is and forever, ever be that city.
That's what's up, man.
And thanks for hosting us that day.
Exactly.
I mean, we really appreciate y'all's hospitality, watching us take over 2 of y'all parking lots.
Yeah, well, on that OBS. But anyway, so yeah, Banks, you was up there with us, man. We said we were going, and we went. We were there. Despite the obstacles that they tried to throw in our way, we were still there, loud, rowdy, and proud, man. We didn't get the result that we wanted, man. But Banks, let everybody know, man. We showed up and we showed out.
Is it my turn yet? Is this on? Oh, okay. Let me tell you something.
Turn your volume up a little bit.
I can talk louder if you want me to, Derrico. Let me tell you something, Charlotte. What y'all tried up there in Bank of America Stadium, popping out balloons and stuff, going row by row, making sure we didn't have nothing. Let me tell you something. It didn't work. For all that extra trying to be a nuisance to us, it didn't work. We marched out with our heads up high because we know how to lose. You feel me? Yeah. You got us that one game, but I can tell you what, and I will put money on it. You won't ever see this. Not before we get another one. So I could care less about that little meaningless game. You won. Okay, we split 1-1. As for Charlotte as the city as itself, I'm not impressed. That Truist Field or Truist Park, whatever y'all got out there to try to be like Truist here in Atlanta, look just like our stadium. But I digress. I didn't want to go there, but I just did. You are, like you said, Atlanta 2.0.
No. They not, no. Stop it. They ain't 2.0. They ain't Atlanta 2. Nothing. They yeah. Clear that up, please.
You're nowhere near Atlanta.
They Birmingham 2.0.
Not even that. At home, just put your Hornets out. That's another notch under our belts. We're not going to talk about your football team because I last checked that. I think the Falcons own the Panthers. I think about 15 games over. So yeah, that part. So yeah, I'm not impressed about the city. Yeah, you guys try to be so much about it. It's only one dirty South. Let's make that clear. I made that statement last couple of shows ago. That dirty South comment, you will never, ever be a dirty South. You will never be one. It's only one dirty South. Just one.
Okay.
It's a city right here.
Basically, let you know how you feel, man.
As that city that you don't want to call our names again, you're going to say our names. If it's one way or another, you're going to say it. You may not be proud. You may not want to say it, but you're going to say it.
I feel you.
Beyonce will make them say it.
I don't care who it is, Derrico. They going to say it.
Hey, man.
I'll tell you what.
So, look.
They said it with the Atlanta Hawks. They said it then.
So look, man, I'm gonna give it over to Reggie here, man. I know Reggie, you want to talk a little bit about it. We're gonna get into some tactics, some X's and O's here with you, Reggie, as we always do. So look,
hold on, we got some comments. So you know, we got to get the comments in. You know, the people watching, so we got to make sure that people understand that they part of the show now. Rashawn said, "Damn, why y'all doing like that?" My boy Ken said, "Ooh, ish." And Avo said, Charlotte is not Atlanta light. They're Conyers with a few extra people. Ooh.
Hey, man, we stand by it. I stand by every comment that I just heard coming out off of the message board over there. Look, Reggie, man, so we're gonna talk a little bit about this game here, man. And I get your thoughts on how this whole thing transpired as we traveled up there to Charlotte to check this out. So if you didn't know, Reggie, I'm gonna bring this to you guys, and we talked about this, man. Charlotte scores. So we did take an L up there, 1-0, but Charlotte actually scores on a goal that's like, hitting a scratch off or something, man. Like this, if you hadn't watched a lot of soccer, Reggie, I don't know if you want to tell these guys how rare to see what we call let me
An
make sure I can
Olympico.
say this right, an Olympico,
Mhm.
a goal. This is very, very rare. This is very, very rare in the sport of soccer. You don't see this often. I mean, I don't think I've ever seen this in MLS, Reggie. If you have, you could probably, it's been a while since we've seen one. And they got very, very lucky on that, man. Put one in. But in all due respect, man, Atlanta United, we played a very, very solid and good game, in my opinion, man. We played very, very well defensively. We've just been having some struggles this year, man, trying to set up our offense in the attacking third, man, and just setting stuff up and getting that last pass in to get balls. And we had some opportunities. We had, we were just a couple of inches away. I want to say Moreno had a shot there. I want to say somebody else had an opportunity to get an equalizer in up there, man, but it just didn't happen. But I felt like we played a really, really solid game defensively, man, because Charlotte, they did it. They did everything they could to extend that lead, man. But we bent a little bit, but we didn't break, man. Shout out to that back line, man. My boy George Campbell back there. And of course, my boy Miles Robinson for holding it down, man. But all in all, I think we played solid. Reggie, your thoughts on traveling up to Charlotte, man, and your thoughts on how we played tactically against Charlotte FC?
Well, first things first. When you say my name, I ain't playing with y'all, and I ain't gonna say it no more. You gonna put some respect on my name. So Charlotte, you gonna put some respect on our name. I ain't gonna sing it, but you gonna
With a
put some
K.
respect on our name.
With a
Respect.
K.
Ain't no T. You gonna put some
Respect.
respect on our name. So you gotta look at this. They say imitation is the sincerest form of flattery, right? But at some point, you become a biter. Know what I mean? So they bid everything. We have our man of the match, and we hit the spike. They had a throne and
A
put
little
a
queen,
crown on him.
a little queen seat they had, something like that.
You know what I'm saying? And then look, we put the scarf around the Falcon, right? Why they put the scarf around the little puppy dog, little kitten?
That little cat, whatever.
It's a little
I'm
kitten. It's a
saying,
little kitten out there.
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? So it's like at some point, come up with your own ideas. And then as a capo, whenever I'm visiting, I want to hear your section of what y'all got, what chance y'all got. Because for the most part, most of MLS is just regurgitated European copies of one chant after another. If I close my eyes, I don't know if I'm listening to New York or listening to Seattle or Dallas, right? They only had what, two chants the
If
whole
that, if
game.
that,
Like keep
if
in
that.
mind, they had a whole section of people that only had two chants over and over and over again. We making up stuff. We adding beats. We they wouldn't let us bring in no
Wait, I'm
megaphones.
saying we did what
We
we
couldn't bring in
could.
no drums. We
We did
making
what we
beats on the
could under the
chairs.
circumstances, man. You know what I'm saying?
You
Hey,
know,
somebody had a whistle. They throw that whistle.
made him
Who got the whistle?
made him stop blowing the whistle. They couldn't stop us from hitting the chairs. And see, I play djembe, so my hands is tough. So I ain't got no problem
Man, it was
banging on
weak.
the
They
chairs.
want us to pop the balloons. Like, why? Like, they actually literally walked up every row popping balloons. Like, I was
And
really
and
disappointed
But
in that.
Banks,
Like,
you know where this came from, though, right? Remember when we
I
went
do not.
when we went to Nashville?
To
We went to
Nashville.
Right?
Nashville,
Yeah.
and they said that we couldn't have at that time we couldn't have like tifos. We couldn't bring anything in there. But this was a loophole, so it wasn't a rule breaker. It was a loophole. So we instead took the balloons. We got in there, blew them up as soon as the national anthem went off, and that was it. And they couldn't even tell us to pop them or nothing because it's not a tifo, right? It's not a scarf. It's not. So that was our loophole. But some people got a little over anxious, and so they got peeped, and so they started just getting them from everybody.
Yeah.
So, but as far as the traveling up there, man, I always like taking over city, man, and I think as being in the March every year, I mean every week, march from the supporter section for the supporter section it's a good size, but it's not like it was when we were in the Gulch. And it's not as big as it, and the Gulch wasn't as big as it was at Bobby Dodd because
Done, man.
everybody had to come from the
The
varsity to
varsity,
get to the
yeah.
to get to Bobby Dodd. This march was because everybody was coming from the buses. So I'm in the very front, right at the beginning, but then making sure everybody's okay, making sure my ticket came through on my phone. Mm, I stepped off to the side and I'm looking how that march was. I don't think it had been that big in town
In a minute. Yeah, it ain't been
since
that
Bobby
big in a
died.
minute. Yeah.
You
Definitely
know,
hadn't been that big in a minute.
yeah, man. But so what they did was they broke us up. So Charlotte did not do a good job of planning. So one of the things they did is instead of
Oh
having
no, no,
us
no,
all in
no,
one
no,
section.
no, no, Reggie, they did what they did,
No,
bro.
no, 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 no. They messed up. I know because I was on some of them meetings. They messed it
Okay,
up.
well,
And they admitted they messed it up.
okay.
They don't know what they're doing. And when you're too arrogant to admit, I don't know what I'm doing and I need help. So now you're going to take an away section, split it down the middle, right? So there were people, there's Charlotte fans between
In the
us.
middle, right down the middle of it.
So we here, and then Charlotte, and then there's us. And I'm like, so that was poor planning. As far as the game is concerned, though, man, let me just say this. We did not do well the first half. The first half, I want to pull out every lock in my head. See all this? I want to pull them out because they kept getting behind us. Every time you looked up, we running behind. I'm like, why they keep, at some point you got to stop that. I'm so glad that they made the changes at halftime because at halftime they came back. Not only were they on the front foot, not only were they trying to score, we had all these chances, but we stopped them from trying to get over us. Second half was us. And I was just the only thing I was disappointed with was the decision making and the lack of chemistry. I think that'll come in time, but there wasn't a lot of chemistry at times. First half there was no chemistry. First half, like I said, I was about to lose it. I lost my voice the first half. I was so mad. So we had no
you and me
chemistry,
both.
man. We had no chemistry, man. Balls were getting over us. I think we fucked it up. So little brother gotta, every time you can beat little, I put it this way. I can spank my brother in Tecmo Bowl. I don't know how many times, right? He gonna get me one time. It's my little brother. He might get me one time. I wasn't paying attention. I don't know. But that don't mean nothing. I'm still big brother.
Yeah, no doubt.
And
No
just with
doubt,
that,
man.
with that said, Charlotte, we will be back.
They know
I
it.
don't care how many
They know
seats
it.
you block out. I don't care how many seats you feel like you're going to keep us from getting. We're going to come back. We're going to come
Absolutely.
back.
We
We're going
want
to
we
come
want to
back as
try
long as you in the league.
we want to try to make sure, this we wanted to get this off the right way, man. I don't know how this will transpire moving forward, man, but hopefully we can have a good, healthy, rivalry. All this other extra stuff, man. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it wasn't really necessary. Shout out, 1-1 now. You know what I'm saying? Let's move forward and let's do this here, man. And keep it. But y'all definitely ain't Atlanta, man. And like I said, just we lost a tough one on the fluke here, man. So look, I want to move forward here and talk a little bit about some of the woes that we got going on here with Atlanta United before we kind of move on into the podcast, because we running up on time. I mean, we could talk about this stuff all night. But listen, so we come back this weekend, we play Cincinnati FC. 0-0 draw. I can go ahead and get into that, man. 0-0 draw. And there's something that's been happening with this team, man, here. Joseph Martinez has been out. He had another procedure done on his knee. Of course, we know a couple of years ago he tore his ACL, and he just hadn't been, right since. I mean, he's come back and he scored some goals, but I think that this is not the Joseph of 2018 when he broke the MLS scoring record. And we can see that. We can see that on the field, man, how it's been affecting him. But he still goes out, he still pushes on. Reggie, I'm gonna kick it over to you, and I'm gonna talk to you guys as well about this. Should we be concerned about the lack of scoring right now with Atlanta United? Because, like I said, Reggie, you kind of hinted at it with the cohesiveness and the chemistry. We couldn't get the equalizer in Charlotte. We couldn't get one on the board, even though we had a PK, we had a penalty kick Saturday. Moreno couldn't put it in. We had a couple other opportunities to kind of score against Cincinnati, and we didn't. and it's getting frustrated. Reggie, I think you said the other day, you know, when you and I were talking, that there used to be a point in time where we knew it was coming, right? Now it's almost to the point where it's like, okay, what's going on? Because this does not look the form of old with Atlanta United here, man.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I, yeah, and I guess some of that, I guess, was just being spoiled. I'll admit I was spoiled rotten. I was spoiled. I got everything I wanted when it came to Atlanta United. I got my candy for breakfast. I got cake for lunch. You know what I'm saying? I got peach cobbler. You know what I'm saying? When I wanted it, and then here we are. So it used to be a time where it was like we knew we were going to score. It was always about how we were going to score, right? Is Almiron going to dip it off to Joseph? Is Joseph going to give it to Almiron? Is who's going to get it? Is Tito going to hit a banger from half, from the middle of the pitch?
Galazzo.
I mean, who's going to do it? Now it's like, if are we going to score? If we go, so the the supporter in me is a little concerned. I guess the logistical kind of tactical part of me is like, this is not a bad thing. It's only bad if it's like, if we're in September, October, it's bad, right? Because
Yeah.
that's bad. But right now it's the beginning of the season. We got a lot of people injured. We got new people, so they will figure it out. I think one of the things I learned when I started watching the sport was chances, and I'm like, what are chances? What are we talking about? But the point is, if you're not creating chances, if you're not creating an opportunity to score, that's when you should be worried. Um, Creating chances is the good thing. That was great. I mean, the fact that we're still creating chances, and I like some of these runs. I mean, there's actually, I find myself sometimes rewinding and playing the game over to watch things that didn't even lead to scores because they look so good. They were creative. I think so. To the supporters, I say I feel you. I know the concern, but on the tactical side of things, I think it's too early to worry. I
Okay.
think
Okay.
I think they'll get it.
Okay, Derek, I'm gonna pass it over to you, and then Banks, I'm gonna get it over to you as well. A couple other things we want to hit on with Atlanta United before we move on to the next topic. Derek, is it too early to worry, or are you like Reggie, man? Hey, we still got a lot of soccer to play.
Well, Reggie is a soccer guru. You know, I'm still a babe in this soccer business. So my mindset may be changing since Reggie just said what he said. But I gotta call out my man the Gooman. He had two good shots, chances, and didn't need it. I'm sorry. You get that close to the net, you got to put it in. That's just like saying when we was doing our thing as young men, you can't not get that close and not put it in. And I'm gonna leave it right there.
You gotta finish it, man. You definitely gotta finish it. Gutman on his two opportunities he had in the last game against Cincinnati. Banks, before we move on to the next topic, man, do you feel like it's too early to too early to get nervous about our lack of scoring, man? Because we like Reggie said, man, we've gotten spoiled, man, and we hadn't been able to put, as you guys like to say, balls in the nets here as of recently. Are you concerned, man, or we still got a long way to go, man? And you think we're gonna get this thing together?
No, I'm not concerned. Reggie said, man, it's April. It's April. The league, the season goes all the way to October. Some is November. We got a
Hey,
long way to go.
hold on. I gotta stop you. We got a troll in the live, and I like this. We got a troll in the live. Matt Shaw says, so Georgia has better fans than North Carolina, and laughing. Well, Mr. Shaw, I'm gonna let Banks handle this one because
Yeah,
I don't. My mama watching, so I ain't gonna get you. I'm gonna let Banks handle this one, Mr. Shaw.
Let me tell you something. We work together. This ain't the time, brother.
Now is not the time.
If you want to be a troll, this ain't it, man. I respect you
smoke.
too much.
You don't want the smoke.
Too much.
You don't want the smoke.
This ain't it, bro.
We just let you know, Mr. Shaw, straight up, dog. We rep for ours, dog. We roll for ours.
It, bro.
You know, we roll for ours, man, and that's what we do. We gonna go
You
hard. So,
want to
little
talk to
fellas, man,
somebody about your hold on, Leo. If you want to talk to someone about not
I'm
being
gonna
a
just put
fan,
mine
you
on.
might want to talk to some other guys that's at work on our show talking that's not it, bro. That ain't it. Uh, carry on, and
All right. All right, we're gonna jump back into the show, man. So look, fellas, we running, we pressed for time, man. So we had a couple other things that we want to talk about here in the show, but I might just fast forward to some things that we want to talk about here really quickly. And I know Derek gonna be pissed at me because I said that and I ain't got nothing, but Atlanta Hawks in the playoffs. I'm gonna come to you guys. Just we're gonna briefly go over this. 2 play-in games. Now we're in against the Miami Heat. We just took a major L yesterday on Easter Sunday against the Heat, man. They the number 1 seed in the East for a reason. But shout out to the Hawks, man, for fighting in them 2 play-in games, man, to get what we got. Obviously, we busted Charlotte up. Yeah, we busted Charlotte up. Busted them on up. And took them on up out of there. And then we moved in and had to go up to hostile territory in Cleveland and looked like Cleveland was going to run us out of the building. Like it was going to shoot us right back down to Atlanta. But we kind of pulled the reins up on that up there in Cleveland and was able, that young man, Ice Trey the game. Shout out to that boy, Ice Trey, boy. He was able to get it steady in the second half and bring us back into that one, man. And now we moved into Miami, into this series, 7-game series. Now we just took a major L. It wasn't pretty. We'll talk about that. And then we'll move forward here. I want to go over to Derico first, man. We got in there. We're there now. We're here. This is Hawks playoff basketball. What are we looking at here? Yesterday was just I don't know, man. It took a lot out of us to get to that game 1 against Miami, and of course we know Miami is a good team. They're a scrappy team. They know how to get out wins. In ways, they gut it out. You know what I'm saying? This is a Spoelstra down there. It's a Pat Riley ran team. They know how to dig out wins, man. They know how to fight and get gritty, man. We got Bam Adebayo down there, Jimmy Butler. What are the Hawks in for in this series, man?
They're in for a dogfight. They're in for a bullying contest. They're in for some aggression. They're in for somebody that is willing, like Lowry, to put his elbow in Trey's throat and don't ask no questions about it. Until we get our goon, and I'm shout out to Solo because I said this on yesterday. If Solo was there, he would have handled that. So we need our goon on the team. So until we get somebody with that dog mentality besides Trey, I mean, Trey's not the dude that's going to run up on somebody and put an elbow on his face or something like that, even though he's not going to back down. So until we get a different mentality as far as toughness, we got too many soft players on our team. They just want to shoot. They don't want to mix it up. You had nobody come to Trey's defense, which I got a problem with. That's the quarterback of your team. If somebody come over there and shove your quarterback of your team, you're supposed to go over there and defend that. So if they don't come correct on Tuesday and get that auto corrected, we're going to have a problem.
Banks, I'm going to kick it over to you here, man, before we move to the next topic.
Listen, this it was kind of expected coming off of 2 back-to-back play-in games that you had to fight tooth and nail. Well, not really tooth and nail because Charlotte was
it was a fight.
No, Charlotte was lightweight, brother. Charlotte was lightweight. Cleveland was a scare. You had to fight hard for that one. It was kind of expected. You went from Cleveland to play game 1 on Sunday. That was expected. Now Tuesday, if you don't fix this and you still getting walked out the building, then we got some issues. We got problems. Now going to piggyback what Derico was saying, this off season you need a Robin on this team. I don't know how many times I've said that over the years. When Trae Young first got here, I said, who's running with him? Who's running with him? Y'all, it's not Collins.
Damn, so ain't
that dude.
He's not that dude,
y'all. He's a number 3 at best. I'm over Hunter. I really am. I tried my best to wait on him, tried to give him the benefit of the doubt. He ain't it either. You got to go out there and find somebody to run with Trey in the store.
Okay. All right, man. Hey, look, I like our chances, man. I always like our chances with Trey out there, man. He bars none, man. You know, dude. So for the record, man, there was a little discussion, a little debate a couple of days ago, man. I think Kendrick Perkins and that other dude that I don't like, and I'm not even gonna say his name because I don't really too much care for the guy. Kendrick Perkins actually stood up tall for our man Trey Young and said that he was, you know, night in and night out, a true superstar in this league, man. So shout out to my man Kendrick Perkins, and not so much to the other dude that tried to say he wasn't. You know what I'm saying? Punk New York Knicks fan in his feelings. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know who I'm talking about. But yes, man.
He came back and settled down.
Man, so, I don't care. I don't care. Me and that dude got official beef, man.
But I don't like him because he just loud, just like all other New Yorkers.
Pushback hairline.
Pushback hairline. Because they can talk the loudest, that they're the most correct people. You know what I'm saying?
He's a Knicks fan.
That's what I just said. Yeah, he's a Punk Knicks fan, man. Knicks, so he in his feelings about it, man.
Knicks.
What they? Yeah, exactly. That's what I thought. But yeah, man.
Fishing like that team up in North Carolina. So they're going fishing like that team in North Carolina, right?
Exactly. They together on the same boat. Reggie, I'm gonna kick it over to you for just a second, man, to talk about them Hawks, man. And how do you feel about this playoff matchup, man, before we move over and close this thing out?
I'm waiting for Miami to take it for granted. I want them to take the Hawks for granted because they think it's just the Trey Young show, and they're gonna find out that's not the case. He's not doing it all by himself. You know, now he will put the team on his back, but he's not doing it all by himself. And what's going to happen is, granted, they'll probably double, triple team him. He's going to find open people who are going to take advantage of it. So I think Miami's about to find out, yeah, it is what New York felt. Yeah, that's the same thing. What the Sixers felt, it's the same thing. What Charlotte felt, it's the same thing. So they about to find out they're in for a fight.
Yeah, man, we definitely got some people, man. Shout out to my man, you know, Gallo, man, and Bogey. You know, that's a whole nother topic of conversation with John Collins. I don't even want to go there, man.
Some other conversation with the two dudes you just talked about too.
Well, hey, man, they've been doing what they can. And like Banks said, just to piggyback what Banks said, man, moving forward, I'm saying they're doing what they can, brother. I mean, we didn't expect for them to, like, you know, do a lot. I mean, I don't know about you, but that's what we got. This is what we got. This is what we got. This is what we got. Doing a little. Hey, well, we got another game here, man. We got several games here, hopefully, man. So we'll see what they made of here moving forward. So, you know, that's just one game. And like the piggyback.
I'm not just talking about one game.
Okay, well, just to piggyback what my man Banks said, man, let the chips fall where they made this season. Isn't completely over yet. We'll see how this whole series shakes out with Miami on the back end, and we'll definitely talk about this here in another show. So before we close this thing out, man, got to give a shout out to my man Robert Stowe, man. We got to get him on, Derek O, talking about that, man, and talk about them Atlanta Braves, man. But before we close this show out, I want to definitely talk about the Atlanta Braves here, man, coming off a championship week. We're not going to be able to go into detail about some of the things that I want to discuss and talk about. But Banks, I definitely want to give a shout out to your grandfather, Walter Banks. Definitely want to give a shout out to him, man, receiving his ring. You know, for the Braves, man, the defending world champion Atlanta Braves. We just started up the season here, man. Tonight, as we record this episode, I think we're out there in LA. That's gonna be a nice one there. I think I'll crank this one up here in a couple of minutes. And I also want to show something here really, really quickly. Yeah, go ahead and take one because I definitely ain't got one, Derek O. But before we get out of here, man, something that they did for the fans, and it was very, very appreciated here, man. I want to give a shout out to the Atlanta Braves. They did something very, very special here for the fans, man. Y'all see it. You know, world champion Atlanta Braves, they actually gave the fans an opportunity to partake and get this ring, get this hardware. Reggie, and Derek O, y'all see it. And I'm, you know, in just a second, I'll talk about they gave some hardware out here, man. It's a nice ring. If you hadn't heard about the Real Deal ring, man, it is something special.
They didn't give us no ring.
Hey, man. It's in the mail, man. Arthur Blank said it's in the mail.
That's good too, Reggie. It's a star.
Hey, say it's in the mail. It's a star. I'll take that star on the star on the jersey, dog. But yeah, man.
Bro, that long old money.
But listen, man, this
hold on, Leo, before you go on, Matt, if you still watching, this is what we do down here. He used to be a Yankees fan, and now he doesn't like baseball all of a sudden, and he's a Cowboys fan. So that just tells you enough.
Oh wow,
How he is.
So he's a front runner.
He's not a Tar Heel fan.
So he's a front runner. So he's a front runner. Oh, okay, good. Nice to know that. And he live in Georgia? He live in Georgia? He live in Georgia? And he live in Georgia? Where he live?
He lives here in Atlanta. He lives here.
That's what I said. He live in Georgia, so he live in Atlanta.
Yeah, but
he's a front runner. Yeah, Cowgirl fan.
We'll go ahead and show it off. Go ahead and show it off. Y'all see it, man. So we're gonna go ahead and show that ring off, man. Shout out to the Braves for doing this, man, and this nice ring. Look, I thought when I went to the game and picked this up, man, I thought it was gonna be something cheesy, man, some type of Cracker Jack plastic, joint. But man, this thing is actually very, very nice. And if you didn't get an opportunity to get it during championship week, the Braves are also doing 2 other games where they're gonna be doing this giveaway up there at Truist Park. I want to say May 23rd against the Phillies, and then I want to say they're doing it again on June 8th. Hurry up and get your tickets. I am actually going back, so my whole family can go up there and get one. You know what I'm saying? So if you do want to go get it, man, head up that way. The detail on this thing is incredible for a replica, man. I mean, even down to the pearl that they actually put on the real one, man. It is insane, man. This replica ring, it got some weight to it, man. It's very, very nice. So I want to give a shout out to the Braves for that.
Man, he can't even hold his hand up. It's so heavy. Look at it.
Man, this thing is real. This is a real deal, Reg. This is nice, man. Really, really nice. So shout out to the Braves, man, for putting it down and putting the replica rings out, man. And hopefully
look at this, man.
they'll go ahead and sweep them boys tonight out there in LA as we take on the Dodgers. And they got it no longer plays for us out there in LA tonight, man. So look, fellas, man, we went over the time just a little bit, man, but we were having fun as we always do, talking about sports, man. I appreciate you guys, coming in here and chopping it up with us, man, talking some Atlanta sports, talking about that city that think they us.
Hold on. I like when somebody come in with a sniper headshot.
Uh-oh.
Woo!
Who done came in with the snipe? Who done snipe?
Miss Melanie McKee came in with a sniper headshot. We all know her fondly as Reggie's Mrs. She said, well, in Georgia, we know the difference between R and R.
Shots fired. And there it is. One shot, one kill.
Baby.
One shot, one kill. That's what's up.
Oh, baby.
For real. And shout out to A-Ro too. So if you want to get the real deal ring, like Ro just said, man, they got a burger you can get for $25K. If you want the real ring up there at Truist, you can pay $25K.
No,
the burger.
35K.
It's $35K now. They done went up on the price, and inflation done hit them, man. Inflation done hit them. So it's $35K now for the burger up there.
Reggie, she coming back. She came back, Reggie. She came back with another shot. If you don't take your ashy, licious, crustaceous self back to Trollverse.
Let me get the trolls up out of here, man. Hey, man. We having some fun tonight on the Leo G Show, man. Look, fellas, it's been real, man. Reggie, look, man, I'm gonna give it over to you, man, before we check out of this thing, man. Let everybody know where they can find you, man. Let everybody know what you got going on, man.
Hey, man, it's Reg with that Footy Mo B. You can find me at MickReg69 on Twitter. You can find me at MickReg69 actually on Reggie Talks Instagram. Food. It's now called Go Food 2 because IG tried to get me and we back. So try Go Food also on IG and come to the game. This is how we do.
This is how we do, man. Shout out Footy Mo B, our president and our illustrious Capo Reggie. Thank you for joining us tonight, man. Talking some soccer and Atlanta sports. As always, man, we definitely appreciate you, man, when you come through, man. We definitely look forward to chopping it up with you here very, very soon. I want to say our next home game, if I'm not mistaken, is May 7th, Reggie? Is it against the Chicago Fire? May 7th, Chicago Fire, the next home game, man. So, hey, listen, I want to do this too, man. For everybody that's listening to the show and watching it, man, come out to these games, man. Come out over to the lot too and kick it with us at the tailgate, man. and chop it up with us, man. We always look forward to, meeting our fans, man, and talking some soccer, man. Reggie is big on, bringing new people out, man. So some of my people, man, all of my people, I've been trying to get y'all to come to the games. Yeah, this y'all opportunity, man. Come on out to the games. Open invitation to come out to the tailgate, man, and kick it, man. I can't do nothing on the tickets, but the tailgate, man, I might be able to help you out, man. So yeah, y'all come out and have a good time.
It ain't nothing but the
will
cookout.
change
To
your
bring
life.
your cousin, your auntie, and your mom and them to the cookout, which is the tailgate. Come on.
Everybody, man. Derek O, man, let the people know where they can find you and what you got going on.
And to piggyback on what Leo said, and we'll bring the aluminum foil for you. You can reach me at IG on IG. You can reach me on IG at Derico_Virgo. You can reach me on Facebook at Stacy D Derico. And you can catch me on the Twitter at VSU96SDD. Shout out to all the listeners tonight. We appreciate y'all joining us. And especially when my mama joined, it's a good thing.
Hey, man, shout out moms. Hey, Banks, go ahead and let the people know where they can find you, man.
You can find me on Antoine Terrell Banks on Facebook and Baby Banks 80 on Twitter and the gram. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, guys, on YouTube on the Leo G Show. I appreciate everybody who's been watching the show and coming to me and telling me that they've been watching. It means a lot to us. You have no idea. Please hit that subscribe. Tell one person, tell two, tell 10. Get us out there, y'all. We appreciate y'all. Like I said, we doing this for us, and we're doing it for you guys.
That's right, man. To piggyback on what you just said, Banks, man, we fans. We're Atlanta fans, man. We do this because we like to do it, man. It's fun. And we'll definitely appreciate you guys listening and tuning in to us, man. Chop it up and talk about Atlanta sports, man. Because to be honest, man, I started this, man, because Atlanta sports don't get a lot of respect, man. We don't get enough respect, man. And I wanted to make sure, man, that us as fans could have a place that we could come and talk about sports amongst ourselves, you know what I'm saying, and get the real deal from the true fans in this city. Because we get a bad rep a lot of times, fellas, but we know we true to this. We do this, and we going to always rep, man, for these home teams, man, and go hard, man. All of us here, man, I could definitely say go very, very hard for these home teams, man, and we do what we do, man. So shout out to that, man. You can catch your boy Leo G, Southern Set with 2 T's. You can catch me. That's my personal Twitter, man. I've been kind of Derek O been trolling me on my own personal Twitter. That's a damn shame, man. One of my co-hosts trolling me on my own Twitter. You can also catch me, catch the Leo G Show, the #1 at Twitter, the Leo G Show, the #1. That's on Twitter. That's for the show. You can also find us on the Leo G Show on Facebook. That's where you're watching us right now on live if you're catching us on Facebook, and also you can catch us on YouTube. We're streaming live over there as well, man. So like Banks said, man, definitely subscribe to us over there on YouTube. We're gonna keep doing this thing, and shout out to everybody that wants to be a part of the show. We're gonna definitely get you on the show. We hadn't forgotten about you. We got several people that say they want to jump on, talk some sports and chop it up, man. We're gonna let you get on and do your thing, man. So we definitely got y'all in mind, and we're gonna bring y'all on, man. It's been another edition of the Leo G Show, man. We hope y'all enjoyed it. We hope y'all had fun. We'll come back again. We'll see y'all.